It's the dictionary. Dictionary. It's the dictionary. Dictionary. It's the dictionary. Dictionary. It's the dictionary. It's the dictionary.
Hello, word nerds. I am Spencer, and welcome to another pre-F bonus episode. We're talking about more new words added to the Merriam-Webster. What? Huh? That's not. No. Merriam-Webster dictionary back in September of 2023. Today, in this one, we are talking about culture and society, both online and offline. And there's just a handful of sections left in this article, and I want to get through them all before the Fs. So I think it's like maybe 5 left or something. So look out for those in the coming. Let's see, in the coming like 2 weeks, basically. Okay, here we go. The first word is thirst trap. Thirst trap. I'm sure if you were to talk to one of my grandparents or somebody who was born in the early 1900s, it's the thirst trap. What's a thirst trap? That's not how they talk. What's a thirst trap? I don't understand this. What is it? It's a noun. That would get rough. It is a photograph, such as a selfie or video, shared for the purpose of attracting attention or desire. Also, someone or something that attracts attention or strong desire. I guess I've always understood this to be the person as the thirst trap. I didn't realize that the photo or the video is also the thirst trap. So if I were to have, rock hard abs, which I for sure do not, and all of the other, sexy muscly things, and I was like to post a sexy picture of it, like, oh, I'm just casually hanging out here flexing my muscles, then that photo, and I would be a thirst trap because I'm trying to trap people into thirsting for me. Is that how these words came together? Yeah, it's a funny one, but with the prevalence of photos and videos out there in the world, and I'm sure this maybe came from Tinder, people posting their sexy pictures and stuff, and then it became the person is the thirst trap. This is not a thirst trap. Oh, I am today. Today, I need to tell you, I'm wearing a new shirt. I don't think I've worn this one yet. It is my Dr. Worm shirt. It's the Venn diagram of Dr. Worm. He is a real worm. When we got to go up to see the rest of it, he likes to play the drums, but he is not a real doctor. They call me Dr. Worm. Good morning, how are you? I'm Dr. Worm. I'm interested in things. I'm not a real doctor, but I am a real worm. I am an actual worm. The next word is grammable. And it starts with an apostrophe because I believe, oh yes, we'll get there. It's an adjective, and it is suitable to be posted on the Instagram photo sharing service. And also, I guess the synonym would be Instagrammable. But there's 2 extra syllables there at the beginning, and we don't want to say that. We just want to say it's grammable. I like to take pictures that are grammable. I don't necessarily put them on the gram. My grandma's gram, but I do sometimes, and I don't take a lot of nice pictures, but sometimes I'm like, that's fun. Mostly I like to do the silly stuff, though. So if it's a picture of me looking very silly, that would be a grammable photo for me. Hey, Grandma, check out my grammable photo. Next is doom scroll. Oh, yes, we hear this one a lot. One word, it is a verb, and it means to spend excessive time online scrolling. To spend excessive time online scrolling. To spend a lot of time scrolling excessively online. There's more, though. Through news or other content that makes one feel sad, anxious, angry, etc. Oh, yeah. See, now, I really don't do this. I do scroll through the gram a fair amount. Like this morning, I was doing my stationary bike to get a little cardio going. Not as much exercise as I should have, but it's something. And so I do a lot of either flipping through the stories or scrolling through I don't get a ton of pleasure necessarily from this, but it is fun to see what certain people are doing, and I learn about things. I learn about, I don't know, movies or whatever. So there is some benefit to it, but it doesn't make me feel sad, anxious, or angry. I think this is mostly from people who are maybe looking through the TikTok/X. That's where a lot of this negative stuff comes through, and they're just scrolling through. And I do not do that. I will sometimes post a quip, if you will, onto the Twitter, but I am not scrolling through. That is just not part. It has not become part of my life. I'm not scrolling through TikTok either. I'm not doing those things. But I do know that a lot of people do. And this is definitely something that clearly can be hurting your mental health. And a lot of people do it before bed. And I think that the science says that this is not a good time to do it. You're not supposed to be doing this before bed. In fact, I think they say don't even look at your phone for the last hour before you go to bed, and maybe even put it in another room. I don't do that, but I definitely don't do the doom scrolling. So, try to not do so much of it, especially right before you go to bed, because it's going to affect all the stuff. Well, you don't want your stuff affected. Next is edgelord, one word. It is a noun, a slang noun, and it is someone who makes wildly dark and exaggerated statements with the intent of shocking others. And this would possibly be on an internet forum. I have never heard of this one. Dark and exaggerated statements just to shock the other people on the forum, the internet forum. Why edgelord? They're taking people to the edge of what is comfortable. I don't know. That's a fun one. This is also something clearly I am not doing this. But I guess with trolls and the anonymity of being on the internet, people are just like, I'm just gonna say whatever I want to say because I don't really care, and I don't love that attitude. Next is Finsta, Finsta, noun, a slang noun, and it is a secret or incognito account on the Instagram photo sharing service. Let me see if I can figure out why. Oh, fake. I think fake Insta, but it wouldn't be your fake one necessarily. I'm gonna look up just why Finsta. I'm sure there's some real obvious thing. Yeah, fake Instagram. That is what it is. So I think people will, because it's secret or incognito, people will often do this because they want to share maybe their private pictures with only a certain group of people, but then they have a public-facing Instagram. That would be their regular Insta. That would be their gram. And, it makes sense. Now, there was a thing when I typed in why Insta, one of the things that popped up was like, why are they bad? Are they bad? I don't know. I feel like if you want a secret account, well, why not? Why not? I like that we get a shortened version of Instagram both on the front part of the word, Insta, Finsta, and we also get it on the second part, the gram, the grammable. It's great. Now, how about Tugram? Can we shorten it to Tugram? Next one. We got a few more. It's Quiet Quit. Now, in the previous episode of this, we had Rage Quit. That one just aired this morning as I'm recording this. Now, here we have Quiet Quit. It is a verb, and it is to do the minimum amount of work required for a job, and then also to engage in quiet quitting, which would be doing the minimum amount of work. So you're not actually quitting. That's the thing. You are doing your job, but you're doing just enough to not get fired. So it's a quiet quit. It's like you want to quit, but you won't quit because you need the job because of the capitalism and all the stuff that you got to pay for and all that stuff. Okay. Next is pro-social, one word, adjective, and it means intended to help or benefit another person or group. Well, this seems pretty good. I think that you cannot be so selfish, other than like all your normal keep yourself alive sort of stuff and some other things like that. But we have to keep in mind that we live in a society, a community, a group of people, all the way from your family, your friends, and then every circle larger than that. Your city, your state, your country, the world. The world is one big social network. Do you not realize that yet? So yes, being pro-social, intended to help or benefit another person or group. Yes, do more pro-social things, please. Next is cape. Cape? Now, cape is already in the dictionary. In fact, I just got a cape from They Might Be Giants, who made the song Dr. Worm, which is on my shirt. And I have not really inspected my box. The box that all this stuff came in, I have not looked at it yet. But I guess there's a cape in there, so I should probably be wearing a cape. But this one is a verb. To act as a defender or supporter. It's like you're acting like a superhero who often wear capes, even though I think a lot of people, like, what was it, Edna, says capes are a bad idea. No capes. You could get sucked into a plane engine, so you should not be wearing capes. But we just stereotypically think of superheroes as wearing capes. So if you come in and all, I'm going to defend you and support you. I am caping right now. Please, I am also being pro-social. The next word, and the last word, is chef's kiss. Mwah! Oh yes, we see so much more of this these days for some reason. It is a noun, a gesture of satisfaction or approval made by kissing the fingertips of one hand. I feel like this should be said French. By kissing the fingertips of one hand and then spreading the fingers with an outward motion. I don't know how French that was. Often used interjectionally. Oh, that piece of toast I had was chef's, I was going to say French kiss. Chef's French kiss. So good. Oh, how did they make that toast so toasty and crispy and yummy, yummy? Clearly, we don't use this all for food. Even though the chef's kiss is about the food, we talk about lots of things. Oh, it was so good, it was chef's kiss. I wonder, how did this turn into this thing that gets into the dictionary? What happened? I don't know. It's great. Okay, so those were all of a handful of the culture and society, both online and offline words, just a smattering, because this article talked about how there were, in September 2023, there were 690 new words added, and we're just going through a handful of them. Hey, that's it. I hope to get this episode out to you maybe next week, and then maybe another one that same week. And here we go. We're going to do the end of the episode. This has been Spencer dispensing information. Goodbye. Mwah.